My name is Dave Ober. I am Vice President of Taxation and Public Finance for the Indiana Chamber, and I'm going to talk about a couple of bills in my area that will have positive benefits for the business community now that the legislative session is officially over. So Senate Enrolled Act number 2 was our number one priority in the tax realm this session, and that was a bill that would allow LLCs, S corps, and other pass-through entities to elect to pay individual income tax at the business level and allow a full deduction on federal taxes of those taxes paid. This is a big push by us and other business associations. It got fast-tracked and moved through the process very quickly and was actually public law number 1 for this session, signed by the governor in mid-February. The total benefit has been estimated at various points in the process at in excess of $100 million statewide. It's a lot of tax relief, and it makes Indiana the 30th state in the nation to pass a law just like this one. So lots of benefit that's going to pass through to some of these businesses. Other pieces of legislation that pass, obviously this is a budget session, so House Bill 1001 has a lot of spending priorities and some tax savings that are going to pass through to business owners. Major investments include a second round of READY funding at $500 million. That will be handled a little bit differently than the first round, but most of that is going to be invested in capital and infrastructure to improve quality of life and quality of place in communities around the state through competitive rounds of granting. There's major changes to different funds that are managed and administered by the IEDC. Those will have positive impacts when it comes to attracting and closing deals in the state of Indiana. So economic development is going to be positively impacted by those investments. And then there are various tax changes in the budget bill, an acceleration of cuts to the individual income tax, which will have positive impacts to business owners who, again, pay their income tax as an individual instead of as a business. So there'll be some benefits there. The last piece of legislation that will have a great impact to business owners, Senate Bill 419, has 2 provisions in it that we supported, that the Chamber championed. The first being the research and development expensing issue. It allows businesses who make these types of investments to deduct the full expense in the year that it's made instead of amortizing that over 5 years as they might have to at the federal level. And then the second piece would simplify things for employers who have employees who are not residents of the state of Indiana, but do come to Indiana to do work from time to time. So long as that employee is not coming to the state for work for more than 30 days throughout the year, they won't have to file a state tax return, and the business won't have to do any kind of tax payroll withholding for that employee. Those are just a few of the big tax items that were considered this session that will have a positive impact for business.